Now let's go over how to hold the sword and how to draw the sword out and put the sword away, chakum. So first of all, when you hold the sword, you should hold the sword in your left hand with the blade facing up. So you're going to hold the sword in your left hand with the blade facing up, the tip pointing backward. You're going to hold it on your left hip, right here. Now our swords say Heiron Komdo, so when that's pointing out, we know that we're holding the sword the right way. Another very important thing is when you hold it, you should get used to putting your thumb on top like this so that it simulates holding a real sword which has a scabbard and a guard. Now when we draw the sword out, we're going to grab with our right hand, we're going to step our right foot forward, we're going to draw the sword completely out of our hands and flip it over. Let me do that one more time. We're going to grab the sword, step forward, draw the sword out, flip it out. Now, a lot of times people will do this. They just open their hands and flip it out. That's not right. The reason it's not right is because if you have a scabbard, you can't just open your hand and the sword comes out of the scabbard. There's a wooden scabbard there, so we have to get used to doing it the right way. Draw it out, flip it out. Now, let's go over how to chakum. Chakum is putting the sword away. So I'm going to put my left hand on my hip, my right arm, let's just start here. We're going to go straight. We're going to bring the back of the sword on our hand. Now we can open our fingers like this, like pinchers. Now we're going to draw the sword out so we can control it. And then we're going to slowly put the sword away back in our scabbard. So let's do that again. Draw the sword out and now chakum. Hand to hand. Draw the sword out and put the sword away. As you get better, you want to get faster. Faster doesn't mean going like fast like this. Faster just means now instead of bringing my hand to hand, I'm going to bring the sword to halfway, and then I draw it out, and that will go on faster. Remember, we're dealing with like a 30-inch razor blade. So again, draw the sword out and back in. Now as you get better, you can move up the sword farther. So now I can go here, here, and then chakum. That's how you get faster at chakum. Not by moving faster, but moving up the sword. So you start here, hand to hand, draw the sword out, put the sword away. Then you go halfway. And then you have by the tip of the sword. And then back. That's how you move faster at chakum. Now, when you're doing the chakum, make sure you practice it enough that you don't have to look. A lot of times I see people going like this, looking at their scabbard. It's not right. You should be able to do it without looking. Now, when you do this and you go to chakum and you go to put the sword away and you hit something, take it out. Don't try to force it in there. Just take it out, do it again, make sure you have a good angle so that it goes straight in the scabbard. Practice it over and over. Just become repetitive and get the technique down. And that's how you chakum and put the